Welcome to Garage! This is where you can design and customize your own Interoperable Gaming Assets, or IGAs. These are the assets you can use across multiple games on the QUDO platform. Let's dive in and create something unique. To get started, you need to download the Garage tool. Head over to QUDO's platform at games.qudo.io, navigate to the Garage page and click the download button right here. Once the download is complete, you simply need to open the file you just downloaded and get started. First, log in to your QUDO account. You'll need it to upload your weapon to your account. Now press Create. And as you can see, we not only have the weapons category, but we also have cars, which is planned to be the next category of IGAs. For now, let's focus on weapons. So press Next. Here you'll see all the available categories. Keep in mind, not every category is supported by every FPS game using QUDO IGAs. For instance, NFTribes doesn't have SMGs, project launchers, or even flamethrowers. These categories are included because Garage isn't just for NFTribes. It's designed for other games that support QUDO IGAs too. This one is pretty straightforward. You just need to choose a name for your weapon, but keep it under 20 characters, and a description. Let's go with QUDO tutorial for the name and tutorial for the description. Here are the puppets, which will serve as guidelines to help you with your weapon creation. The star indicates the recommended puppet based on your weapon type. Let's go with the recommended one. Now, you can either import your own 3D designs or start from scratch by choosing the grip. For this demo, we'll first create a weapon from scratch and then we'll import a design right after. So let's click on Choose and pick the grip we want. I like this one, but you can always click on Choose again if you are not happy with your first choice. Ready to be creative? Let's click Continue. Welcome to the creation environment. Let's go over the basics. Use the mouse scroll to zoom in and out, and press the middle button, usually the mouse wheel, to change the camera angle. The left button lets you select objects, while the right button gives you options like selecting all, undo, and redo. When you select an object, in this case the trigger, you'll see three arrows. The green arrow moves the object along the y-axis, the red arrow along the x-axis, and the blue arrow along the z-axis. These arrows also help you with the rotation when you press E, and resizing when you press R. You can tweak the object to your liking using these basic controls. You can also use the right menu to adjust your object and even change its color by using the color option on the bottom. Now, start adding objects to your weapon until you are satisfied. You can add as many as you like and choose whether or not to use a puppet as a reference. Now, we need to add some game guidance to the weapon so each game can interpret it correctly. First, let's set the aim point. This is where the player's camera will zoom in when using the aim sight on the weapon. It's a good idea to center the aim point with the weapon, so I will place it here. Next is the bullet exit, which defines where the bullet will come out, usually from the barrel. Then we have the shell exit. This is where the bullet shell ejects after firing, typically located on the side of the weapon. Finally, the support grip. This marks where the character's other hand will hold the weapon while wielding it. Once you are happy with all the placements, click Continue to move on. In this stage, we'll add a few more references to your weapon, like the slider and magazine. If your weapon doesn't have these, you can skip this step, as they are used to in-game animations like reloading. Now, for one of my favorite parts, adding sounds. You can import your reload and shoot sounds. Let me go ahead and add the sounds I have saved here. You can even play them to make sure they are a perfect fit. Once you are done, click Continue to move on. Now we are at the IGA property stage, where you use a point system to optimize your weapon based on your preferences. Keep in mind, you have a limited amount of points, and some attributes cost more than others. For example, since I'm creating a shotgun, spending points on damage is cheaper, but range will cost more. This system helps balance weapons based on their type. I will allocate points to damage, fire rate, reload speed, and accuracy. Once you have used all 100 points or not, you'll need to add tags to your weapon. For instance, mark whether it contains sensitive content, this one doesn't, but you must add tags for the style and theme. Once that's done, we are ready to move on to the final step. Here, you'll start by reviewing all the details of your weapon, like its name, attributes, and tags. If everything looks good, we'll move on to the information needed for uploading. The residual value is the amount of QUDO tokens you want to allocate to your weapon, which determines its base value. This is the amount you or anyone holding the weapon will receive if the IGA is burned. Next, set the number of copies you want to mint and check the minting fee. 1 token for up to 100 QUDO tokens of residual value, or 1% for values above that. You'll see the total amount of tokens required to upload the weapon. Before uploading, you can preview the weapon directly in Garage by clicking Preview and save your project. If everything's ready, press Upload, confirm the payment, and wait a bit for approval from the QUDO team. Once approved, the weapon will appear in your account in-game and you'll be able to import it. Now, as promised, let me quickly show you how to import your own designs. And we are back in the Import Models section. To import your designs, click Browse and select the file you want to import. It must be a GLB or GLTF file. Keep in mind, the total weapon size, including sounds, should be under 16 MB, so avoid importing overly large designs. I'll go with this one. And there it is! Your weapon will show up in the creation environment and you can proceed just like before, moving your imported design, adding the aim point, and so on. Just like we did with the previous model. Cool, right? Now let's see it in-game. Once you have logged into your QUDO account, just click on Weapons and refresh your weapons list. Keep in mind, your weapon will only appear here once it's approved, so don't expect it to show up immediately after uploading it to Garage. Once imported, you can have fun with it in-game.
Feel the thunder! Embrace the metal! Metosphere unleashed! Bring the noise!
I hope you enjoyed the Garage tutorial. And remember, this is the first version we have released to our community, so there's still a lot to improve and you play a key role in that. Let us know if you are facing any issues and we'll make sure to optimize them for future versions. Also, if you want your weapon to be approved faster, just let us know on Telegram or Discord, and we'll speed it up the process. Thanks for watching, and I can't wait to see your creations. Bye!